When your miracle arrives, remember the giver. My dear child, the miracle you've been hoping for is on its way, and the problems that have weighed on your heart will find their resolution. My child, as this miracle approaches, I want you to pause and look deeper than the blessing itself. I am not only sending you an answer, I am shaping your heart for the moment it arrives. I want you to understand that the miracle is not the end of your journey. It is the beginning of a new chapter in your walk with me. When the door opens, when the pain lifts, when the impossible suddenly becomes possible, I want your first instinct to be to draw closer to me, not further away. There are many who call upon me only in the storm, but forget me in the sunlight. They remember their tears, but not the one who dried them. I do not want this for you, my beloved. I want the blessing I am releasing to deepen your devotion, not weaken it, to strengthen your gratitude, not diminish it. I want your heart to remain tender, aware, and connected to my presence even when your burdens fall away. As your prayer is answered, let the gratitude rise naturally within you, like a quiet song. Let it change the way you wake up, the way you speak, the way you treat others. Let the memory of what I have carried you through remind you daily that you were never alone, not even for a moment. Let this miracle become a reminder that my eyes have never left you, and my hands have never failed you. I am not asking you for grand gestures or heavy sacrifices. I simply want your heart to stay open and sincere. I want your love to remain steady when things get better, just as it did in the moments when you cried out for help. Let the blessing lead you back to me, not away. Let it anchor you in a deeper trust, a deeper appreciation, a deeper faith than you have ever known. You have prayed, you have waited, you have endured more than anyone around you knows. Now, as my answer approaches, prepare yourself not only to receive it, but to honor the one who gives it. Let this moment mark a new beginning, a life where gratitude is not an occasional feeling, but a daily posture. A life where you recognize my presence not only in your struggles, but also in your victories. I am doing this for you, my child, because I love you, and I want your heart to remain close to mine as we walk into this new season together. Gratitude, devotion, and the keys to abundance. My child, as I unfold the blessings that are coming toward you, I want you to understand a truth that many overlook. Abundance does not begin with what you hold in your hands, but with what you carry in your heart. I have never sought your possessions, your offerings, or anything material that the world values. What I desire most deeply is your sincerity, your appreciation, and your willingness to remember me in every season. Your gratitude is not a small thing. It is a spiritual key. When you give thanks, you open doors that fear once closed. When you acknowledge my goodness, you prepare the soil of your soul to receive even more. Gratitude multiplies what it touches. A grateful heart can turn scarcity into provision, weakness into strength, and uncertainty into confidence. This is why I ask you to live each day with a quiet awareness of my hand at work in your life. My child, do not allow your blessings to become ordinary in your eyes. Every breath you take, every piece of peace that surrounds you, every moment of calm in the midst of chaos, these are gifts. They are reminders that I am sustaining you, shaping you, and shielding you in ways you may never fully see. When you notice even the smallest blessing, you train your spirit to recognize the greater ones that are coming. I want you to understand something precious. When your heart is sincere, when you act from love, Rather than obligation, you invite heaven to draw near. When your devotion flows naturally, instead of being forced, it touches me deeply. I hear the unspoken prayers, the quiet thank yous, the whispered praises you offer when no one else is watching. These moments matter to me more than you know. Do not be like those who receive and forget, who are lifted and then turn away, who enjoy the breakthrough but ignore the one who broke the chains. Blessings lose their power when they are claimed as personal achievement instead of divine mercy. When success becomes self-centered, it withers like a flower that is never watered. Water your blessings with praise, my child. Speak life over what I give you. Cherish even the gifts that seem small. For nothing I place in your hands is insignificant. And when you do not receive exactly what you asked for, trust that I am giving you something better, something that protects your future, heals your heart, and aligns with the destiny I have prepared for you. Let your devotion be steady. Let your gratitude be constant. Let your appreciation be sincere. These are the keys that open the windows of heaven. These are the treasures that unlock a season of abundance, not just in your circumstances, but in your spirit. Walk with me in this posture, and you will see blessings multiplied in ways beyond your imagination, because a grateful heart never runs dry in my presence. Supernatural life, forgiven, protected, and destined. My child, I want you to understand something sacred. Even when my answer looks different from what you prayed for, I am still giving you exactly what you need. When you asked for prosperity, I removed the weight of debt from your shoulders so you could breathe again. When you cried for abundance, I placed honest work in your hands because I was giving you a foundation no one could steal from you. What I provide may not always match your expectations, but it always aligns perfectly with your future. There are blessings that overflow immediately, and there are blessings that grow slowly, like seeds planted in good soil. Both are miracles. Both are my love at work in your life. Do not measure my goodness by how dramatic the breakthrough looks. Measure it by how it transforms your spirit, your peace, and your path forward. I want to fill your home with peace, not the temporary relief the world offers, but a supernatural peace that settles deep inside you. A peace that quiets anxiety before it speaks. A peace that silences the storms within you long before they show themselves outside. This peace is already pouring into your life because you have sought me even in your heaviness. My child, you are forgiven. You are not carrying the weight of your past anymore. I have removed it from you completely and cast it into places where it can never return to condemn you. I see your heart. I know how hard you've tried, and even when you faltered, I never turned my face away. I have always been here, protecting you even in moments you didn't realize I was shielding you. You are living a supernatural life even now, one guided by my hand, guarded by my angels, strengthened by my spirit. Many people move through life without recognizing my presence, but you have grown sensitive to my whispers. When you feel a pull in your heart, when you suddenly sense clarity, when peace washes over you, that is me. That is my voice reaching for you. And my purpose for you is greater than anything you have imagined. I am shaping you for a future that carries blessing, influence, healing, and restoration. I want you to walk in wisdom, not fear, in honor, not confusion, in destiny, not doubt. What you have survived has prepared you. What you have learned has strengthened you. What you have endured has awakened something powerful within your spirit. So stand with confidence. Lift your eyes. The season you are stepping into will not resemble the one you walked through. You are loved, forgiven, protected, and destined for more than ordinary living. Walk with me in faith, and you will see miracles unfold, not only around you, but within you, transforming the very way you rise, breathe, and live each day. This is the supernatural life I have chosen for you, my beloved child. Leaving the pit, from emotional ruin to new land, my child, I saw every moment when your heart sank so deeply that you thought you would never rise again. I watched you fight battles alone, battles no one around you understood, and I heard the whispers of doubt that tried to convince you that I had abandoned you. But even in those darkest hours, I was beside you. I was guiding you, shielding you, and preparing you for the moment you would finally lift your eyes toward me again. You walked through a season where confusion clouded your mind and pain clung to your spirit. The enemy took advantage of your weakness, sowing resentment, anger, and disappointment within you, hoping to pull you away from me. But the moment you bent your knees in humility and whispered even the smallest prayer of repentance, the doors of my throne room swung open for you. And from that moment, nothing, not your past, not your wounds, not your mistakes, had the power to keep you from my presence. I reached down into the pit where you felt trapped, and with my own hand, I lifted you. I cleansed the chaos inside you and calmed the confusion that tormented your thoughts. I restored your strength. I covered you in new garments of honor. I placed a crown upon your head, not because you earned it, but because you are mine, and I love you with a love that never gives up. Now, my child, the season of emotional poverty is coming to an end. The wounds that once defined you no longer hold authority over your spirit. You will not return to the pit that almost suffocated you. The days of heavy sorrow, brokenness, and loneliness are passing away. I am taking you toward a new land, a place of peace, a place of clarity, a place of spiritual abundance, where you will lack nothing your soul truly needs. And as you walk with me, you will feel something new awakening inside you. You will feel courage rising where fear once lived. You will sense hope growing where despair once ruled. You will recognize that the heaviness you carried for so long is finally dissolving, because my presence is settling inside your heart like gentle light. Do not look back, my beloved. The pit is behind you. The confusion is behind you. The voices that once tormented you will fade as you climb higher. You and I are moving step by step toward a higher place, a place where your heart will breathe freely, your spirit will flourish, and your life will align with the destiny I prepared long before your battles began. Walk with me now. Trust my hand. I am leading you out of ruin and into restoration, out of sorrow and into strength, out of darkness and into a land filled with peace and purpose. Your new season has already begun. Divine peace versus the world's counterfeit comfort. My child, I want you to understand the difference between what the world calls peace and the peace I pour into your soul. The world offers comfort that is temporary, fragile, and easily disturbed. It gives moments of relief that fade the moment circumstances shift. But my peace is nothing like that. My peace is holy. It heals from the inside out. It settles into the deepest parts of you where fear once lived. It is a peace that remains even when storms rise, even when voices around you trouble your heart. The world's comfort can soothe your emotions for a moment, but it cannot transform your spirit. It cannot heal the memories that once wounded you or erase the guilt that tried to cling to your soul. But my peace can. My peace reaches places nothing else can reach. It rebuilds what was broken. It restores what was lost. It silences regrets that once echoed loudly in your mind. It fills you with joy that does not depend on what happens around you. My child, you are heir to this peace. It is your inheritance, purchased with the sacrifice I made out of love for you. When I gave my life for you, I was giving you the right to walk in a freedom the world cannot imitate. I was giving you access to a joy the enemy cannot steal. I was giving you a refuge where your heart can rest, no matter what surrounds you. And I have never closed my arms to you. Every day, I wait for you with a love that does not grow tired. Even when you felt unworthy, I treasured you. Even when you doubted me, I stayed. Even when you walked through seasons of silence, my presence was beside you, guarding your steps and lifting you when you stumbled. I have surrounded you with mercy that does not run out and love that does not fade. My child, I will speak to you again and again, through moments of quiet, through whispers in your heart, through the peace you feel when you turn your thoughts toward me. I will remind you daily that you are my precious treasure, and nothing can separate you from my love. Not your failures, not your fears, not your mistakes, not the opinions of others. You belong to me. Do not long for the world's fragile comfort anymore. It will never satisfy you. It will never hold you when your heart breaks. It will never lift you when your strength runs low. Only my peace can do that. Only my presence can fill the emptiness you once carried. Only my forgiveness can erase the weight of the past. Come into my presence, my child, and drink deeply of this divine peace. Let it wash over you like healing water. Let it cleanse your spirit and calm your mind. Let it become the foundation of your new life, the life where sorrow loses its grip, where guilt has no voice, where joy flows freely, and where you know with certainty that you are deeply, eternally loved, guarding your heart and home in my presence. My child, listen closely, for what I speak now is meant to protect your future and preserve your peace. My Holy Spirit already dwells within you, quietly shaping your thoughts, comforting your emotions, and guiding your decisions. You are not navigating life with your own strength alone. My presence is your companion, your counselor, and your shield. But for this gift to flourish, you must guard your heart with intention. There are voices in this world that pull you away from peace. Voices of gossip, manipulation, jealousy, and deceit. There are people who, knowingly or unknowingly, sow fear, resentment, and confusion into the hearts of others. My child, do not let these influences near your spirit. Protect your heart as if it were a precious treasure, because it is. What enters your heart shapes your thoughts, and what shapes your thoughts directs the path of your life. I want you to stay far from those who twist truth into lies, who thrive on slander, who delight in stirring conflict. Their words may seem harmless at first, but they plant seeds that can choke your joy and damage your peace. Instead, surround yourself with what strengthens you, my word, my presence, and people who speak life, not poison. Consult me before you take steps or make decisions. I will show you what is wise and what is dangerous. I will warn you when a path leads to harm. I will highlight the traps before your feet slip into them. If you listen closely, you will feel my guidance, like a gentle nudge in your spirit, subtle but unmistakable. My child, come to me throughout your day. Bring me your thoughts, your emotions, your concerns, your questions. When you seek me continually, you build an atmosphere of peace around your life and around your home. My presence becomes the light that fills your rooms, the shield that guards your rest, the strength that steadies your mornings. You have noticed the sorrow on the faces of others, the heaviness they carry, the confusion they cannot escape. I want my glory to shine through you to them. I want your peace to become their reminder that hope still exists. Your calm spirit, your compassionate eyes, your gentle strength, these are not accidents. They are ways I reveal myself through you, so you can lift those who are drowning in despair. You, my child, are my precious creation. I have given you gifts that no one else carries in exactly the same way. I want you to use them in my name, for my glory, so that others may see the love I have poured into your life. Do not worry about your future. I already hold it. My plan for you is perfect, and it will unfold at the right time. The world may be chaotic, but your heart does not have to be. Let my presence be your refuge. Let my wisdom be your compass. Protect your spirit fiercely. Choose your influences wisely, and come into my presence daily. In doing so, you will build a home, a life filled with peace, clarity, and divine protection, liberation, courage, and becoming more than a conqueror. My child, I want you to hear this clearly. You have survived what many would have collapsed under. You have walked through criticism, judgment, and the sharp words of people who believed your past defined your worth. But I tell you now, those who belittled you do not hold your future. Their opinions do not determine your destiny. Their judgments do not speak louder than my love. I have seen the way some try to shame you, reminding you of old mistakes as if you were still bound to them. But you are not the person you were then. I have redeemed you, restored you, and rewritten your story with my mercy. And those who try to drag you backward do so because they fear the strength and purpose rising within you. They sense what I am shaping you into, even when you don't fully see it yet. My child, you bring me joy. Your prayers, your persistence, your gratitude, they rise before me like a beautiful fragrance. Your courage is noticed in heaven. Your name resounds in my kingdom as one who refuses to give up, even when the weight of life presses heavily on your shoulders. I delight in your endurance and your unwavering loyalty to me. Do not absorb the negativity of those who speak from bitterness or pride. Their opinions are shadows, empty, powerless, and fleeting. I am the one who has healed you, lifted you, and rescued you from the depths of despair. I am the one who surrounds you with love, mercy, and supernatural protection. My hand is upon your life, and no voice of condemnation can remove what I have placed on you. You are not walking this journey as a victim. You are walking as more than a conqueror. You have risen above the traps that once ensnared you. You have broken ties with the darkness that once pulled you down. Your devotion, your loyalty, your gratitude, these things strengthen the foundation beneath your feet. And I want you to remember this truth. Nothing, no sickness, no scarcity, no danger, no weapon can separate you from my love. You may face challenges, but you will not face them alone. When fear whispers that you are weak, I whisper louder that you are chosen. When the enemy tells you that you are defeated, my spirit declares that you are victorious. You chose to distance yourself from evil, even when it was difficult. You chose me over the world's empty promises. You chose truth over temptation, hope over despair, and light over darkness. This sets you apart. This marks you as mine. Walk boldly now. Lift your head high. Know who you are, a beloved child strengthened by my spirit, protected by my angels, and destined to overcome every challenge that rises against you. You are more than a conqueror, and nothing will change that. Not the voices of others, not the wounds of your past, not the storms of tomorrow. You belong to me, and in my love, you will always rise. Fearless under fire, standing strong while heaven fights for you. My child, listen carefully. When people rise against you, when they speak with anger, jealousy, or deceit, they are not simply challenging you. They are challenging the one who protects you. Those who attack you without cause, those who slander you, those who plot in silence, they do not understand the danger of opposing someone who walks under my covering. They do not realize that they are touching fire, provoking the living God who guards your life. I say this not to fill you with pride, but to fill you with peace. I do not want you to waste your strength fighting battles that I have already claimed as mine. When you feel surrounded, I am already standing between you and the threat. When others try to intimidate you, I am the shield that absorbs what was meant to harm you. When they mock, criticize, or scheme, I am the one who brings their plans to nothing. I have made you strong, not by the world's standards, but by the power of my spirit. You have wisdom that many do not understand. You have spiritual intelligence that protects you from traps. You have discernment that warns you before danger arrives, and I will not allow anyone, neighbor, co-worker, family member, or false friend, to destroy your destiny or rob you of the blessings I have prepared for you. You are not a coward, my child. I have told you this many times. You possess courage even when you don't feel it. You carry strength even when you think you are weak. But hear this truth. You must not let the fear of rejection control you. You must not shape your life around the opinions of others. You must not silence your joy, your confidence, or your progress just to make someone else comfortable. Those who scowl at you, raise their voices at you, or try to manipulate your emotions, do not fear them. Their threats are empty noise. Their power is an illusion. Their influence is temporary. When you place your trust in me, every enemy loses the ability to touch you. Take my hand. Feel the firmness of my grip. Your enemies are already defeated. They only appear strong because they have not yet realized their defeat. The traps they set for you will ensnare them instead. The words they spoke against you will return to them empty and powerless. Their attempts to intimidate you will collapse under the weight of my justice. But my child, there is something I need you to understand. When you doubt me, when you question my word, when you let fear convince you that my promises are not true, you weaken yourself. And in that weakness, the enemy tries to take advantage. This is why I call you to stand firm, to anchor your heart in my truth, to believe even when your emotions shake. If you believe in me, you are already victorious. If you trust me, you are already protected. If you hold on to my word, you are already strong. Walk forward with the attitude of a victor. Let your heart remain calm. Let your spirit remain unshaken. Heaven fights for you. Angels guard you. My presence surrounds you, and no threat, spoken or hidden, will ever overcome the child I hold safely in my hands. Ending toxic ties and seeing eternity all around you. My child, now I speak to the part of your heart that has been pulled, pressured, and wounded by people who never valued your peace. You have spent too many moments trying to win approval from those who were never meant to guide you. You have carried the weight of relationships that drained you, voices that manipulated you, and influences that tried to bend your spirit away from the light. But hear me now. The time of compromising your peace for the sake of others is over. You were not created to live chained to opinions, expectations, or intimidation. You were created to walk in freedom. Freedom in your spirit, freedom in your emotions, and freedom in your choices. And to walk in that freedom, there are ties you must release. Not in anger, but in wisdom. Not in bitterness, but in clarity. You cannot keep returning to people who trampled your spirit and expect peace to follow. You cannot carry those who continually pull you backward and expect your life to rise. I am teaching you to say no without guilt, to walk away without fear, and to protect your inner peace with holy confidence. I am not asking you to be harsh. I am asking you to be wise. I am asking you to guard what I have healed within you. I am asking you to stop allowing the wrong voices to shape the direction of your life. When you distance yourself from toxic influences, you make room for the blessings I am preparing for you. My child, many around you live without hope. They move through their days believing they have no future, no purpose, nothing beyond the pain in front of them. They live in spiritual darkness, overwhelmed by lies that tell them they are unloved and unseen. But you are different. My spirit lives within you. My light rests upon you. You carry a grace that others feel, even before they understand it. Look around you. Eternity is not far away. It surrounds you. It breathes through every act of mercy, every moment of peace, every whisper of my presence in your heart. It is in the beauty that stirs your spirit, in the strength that rises after tears, in the quiet conviction that tells you to keep going even when you feel tired. The world believes eternity is distant, unreachable, but you have already touched it. You feel it every time my presence brushes against your soul. My child, I paid the highest price so you could live in this light. I embraced the cross so you could walk in freedom. I rose again so you could carry power that darkness cannot extinguish. That same resurrection power burns within your heart right now. It is the reason you can overcome habits that once controlled you, thoughts that once intimidated you, and relationships that once bound you. You no longer need to explain your growth to those who refuse to understand it. You no longer need to justify your progress to those who are threatened by it. You are walking with me now, step by step, breath by breath, into a life where toxic ties fall away, where your peace is protected, and where eternity becomes clearer with every moment you draw near to me. Hold your head high, my child. You are walking into a brighter place, guided by my hand and filled with my unshakable peace. Walking a higher path of peace and inner victory. My child, come closer and listen, for these words are meant to lift the weight from your spirit. You have walked through storms that try to distort your thoughts and shake your confidence. You have felt the pressure of worries, the pull of negative voices, and the sting of fear, whispering that you are not strong enough to continue. But I am calling you to rise above all of this, to walk a higher path that cannot be touched by the chaos around you. This path is not shaped by circumstances, but by trust. It is not built on emotions, but on truth. It is a path of peace that anchors your heart even when your surroundings feel uncertain. And my child, this higher path is yours. I prepared it for you long before you faced your first battle. But to walk it, you must release the thoughts that drain you and embrace the truth that strengthens you. Fear will try to convince you that your future is fragile. Doubt will attempt to shake your confidence in my promises. The enemy will whisper lies that make you question your worth, your direction, and the progress you've already made. But remember this, those voices have no power unless you give them authority. You must silence them with my truth. I want you to breathe deeply and remember who stands by your side. When storms rise, I do not step away. I draw nearer. When your mind becomes overwhelmed, my peace moves in to take its place. When you feel weak, my strength fills the gaps of your soul. You do not face anything alone, no matter how lonely the path may seem. My child, I want you to walk in confidence, not because everything is perfect, but because I am guiding your steps. Lift your head, straighten your shoulders. You are walking with the one who commands the winds and calms the seas. The same authority that silenced the storm with a single word is the authority that surrounds your life now. Your part is simple. Hold on to my promises. Speak my truth when fear tries to rise. Remind your soul that nothing is impossible for me. When anxiety tries to steal your joy, pause and place your concerns in my hands. When negative thoughts tighten around your mind, cast them out and let my peace take their place. You are not helpless. You are empowered by my spirit. Walking this higher path means choosing peace when chaos surrounds you. It means choosing hope when discouragement whispers. It means choosing faith when uncertainty knocks. And as you choose these things, you step into a realm where inner victory becomes your daily reality. The world wants you troubled, distracted, and afraid. But I want you steady, strengthened, and calm. I want your days filled with clarity and your nights filled with rest. I want you to experience a supernatural serenity, a stillness that reminds your heart that I am in control. My child, lift your eyes. You are not walking a common road. You are walking a divine one, a higher one, a peaceful one. And as long as you stay close to me, no storm, no lie, no adversity will be able to break the victory I am building inside your soul. When the enemy attacks, I stand beside you. My child, I know the battles you face each day. I see the thoughts that try to overwhelm you, the accusations that rise without warning, and the heaviness that attempts to settle over your spirit. The enemy whispers that your faith is useless, that your progress is temporary, that your prayers are unheard. But hear me now. Every one of those words is a lie, and I am standing beside you to silence them. At times, you feel the weight of life pressing against your shoulders, and you wonder if you are strong enough to keep going. But you forget that you are not walking alone. My presence surrounds you. My strength flows through you. My angels stand guard over you day and night, ensuring that anxiety does not reclaim the territory I have already freed in your life. The enemy has tried to trap your mind in fear, but I am breaking that pattern. He has tried to confuse your heart with doubt, but I am clearing the fog. He has tried to intimidate you with negative thoughts, but I am lifting your spirit above them. Even when you feel your faith trembling, I remain unshaken. Even when you falter, I hold you firmly. My child, I will fight for you. When your spirit feels too weak to resist, I become your defender. When your mind sinks into worry, I lift you out. When unseen forces try to bind your peace, I destroy their grip with my word. You must not fear the battles that come, for I am already standing between you and every threat. No sickness, no scarcity, no danger, no voice of accusation can separate you from my love. In all these things, you are not merely surviving. You are more than a conqueror because my power is at work within you. You chose light over darkness, hope over despair, truth over deception. And that choice has marked your future with victory. You may stumble, but I will raise you again. You may feel weak, but I will infuse you with strength. You may doubt, but I will reassure your heart. Never think that I have turned away from you. Never believe that I abandon you in your lowest moments. When others walk away, I stay. When your own thoughts turn against you, I speak peace. Let my word become the anchor of your soul. Hold on to the truth that I am your rock, your refuge, your safe place in every moment of turmoil. Whenever fear rises, run to me. Whenever doubt whispers, remember my promises. Whenever your heart grows weary, rest in my presence. My child, I am your faithful friend and protector. Approach me each day with sincerity, and I will strengthen your inner being. Stand still when I tell you to. Trust me when the battle intensifies. Rest when your mind spins with worry. I have rescued you before, and I will rescue you again. Just as the wind and waves bowed to my voice, so will the storms in your life. Lift your eyes, for peace is coming. Strength is rising within you. My love covers you, and I will never allow the darkness to overtake the child I hold so closely in my hands. Transformation, open doors, and a cleansed future. My child, listen closely, for this is a sacred moment of transformation in your life. You have walked through seasons that tried to break you, yet every tear, every setback, every silent night has shaped you into someone stronger than you realize. You chose to turn toward me, even with trembling hands and a wounded heart. And that choice has opened the way for a new chapter. A chapter filled with clarity, strength, and divine opportunity. The moment you decided to change direction, heaven responded. When you shifted your heart toward me, I released a wind of renewal to fill your sails. You may not have seen it instantly, but something powerful began the very moment you surrendered your pain and asked me to guide your life. That shift, that decision, that small act of faith opened doors that were once locked. Now, I am reshaping your character from the inside out. I am giving you wisdom that helps you recognize danger before it harms you. I am cleansing your mind from the impurities that once fogged your clarity. I am teaching your heart to desire what is pure, beautiful, noble, and true. Thoughts that once dragged you down no longer have the same power. Habits that once controlled you are losing their grip. You are being transformed, gently but powerfully, by my spirit. My child, you will soon astonish even yourself with how much you've changed. People who once judged you will forget your past, for the grace I pour over your life is so abundant that it washes away every stain they used to hold against you. You are not who you were. You are becoming who I designed you to be, whole, steady, wise, and radiant with my presence. And now, new doors are opening before you. These are not ordinary openings. They are blessings born from obedience, from humility, from repentance, from your desire to walk in my will. Opportunities will arise that bring provision, stability, and restoration to your home. Paths will appear that lead you out of the fears tied to your past. The tension, the nightmares, the emotional heaviness, they are fading because my peace is replacing them. My child, the lies spoken over you, the curses whispered against you, the envy or malice sent your way, none of it will harm you. My blood has covered you. You are shielded from spiritual attacks that once threatened your peace. You are protected from the snares of witchcraft, deceit, and hidden danger. You are pure in spirit, in heart, in mind. because I have made you so. This transformation is not temporary. It is the beginning of a new life, one filled with discernment, stability, and supernatural blessing. You are walking into a future free from the chains of your past mistakes, a future shaped by my wisdom and guided by my hand. And I see your effort. I see your desire to do what is right, even when no one notices. I see your loyalty, even when you receive no immediate answers. I see your repentance, sincere and humble. Your faithfulness touches my heart more deeply than you know. Remain close to me, my child. Keep your spirit teachable and your heart open. I am guiding you into a season where transformation continues. Doors keep opening, and the peace I've planted within you becomes unshakable. This is your new beginning, a future cleansed, blessed, and beautifully aligned with my purpose for your life. Persevering, like the first disciples, you resemble my child. I want you to understand the depth of what I see in you. Many look at their own lives and see only weakness, failure, or inconsistency. But when I look at you, I see faith that has survived storms. I see loyalty that has held on even in silence. I see perseverance that mirrors the endurance of my earliest disciples, those who followed me with hearts full of devotion, despite the trials that threatened to break them. They endured persecution, rejection, exhaustion, and pain. They faced opposition that sought to silence their faith, yet they continued because my spirit sustained them. And you, my child, share that same spirit. You have endured losses, misunderstandings, and emotional battles that could have hardened your heart, but instead, they refined you. The fire you walked through did not destroy you. It purified you. You have witnessed my glory in your own life, just as my disciples did. You have experienced breakthroughs that man could not provide. You have seen prayers answered in quiet, holy ways. You have felt my presence lifting you when your strength was gone. All of this is proof that you are walking with me, not as a spectator, but as someone chosen, someone called, someone with a purpose to fulfill. And hear me now. Even when you falter, I remain faithful. Even when your steps shake, my hand does not release you. Even when you feel distant, I draw near. I am not watching you from afar. I am walking with you through every valley and standing with you on every mountain. Do not think I will allow any affliction to overwhelm the strength I have placed within you. If I permit a trial, I also provide the light to walk through it. If I open a path, I also guide your steps. And when you feel lost, I make the way clear again. Nothing you face is meant to destroy you, but to shape you into the person I destined you to become. My child, you have repented sincerely, and your heart desires righteousness. You have turned from what once pulled you into darkness. You have broken cycles that try to repeat themselves. This pleases me deeply, and because of this, I am giving you holy persistence. Persistence like that of my apostles who refused to surrender even when surrounded by hardship. Your age, your background, your past, they do not limit what I will do with you. Your heart is young in faith, your spirit is strong, and your willingness to stand firm, even when surrounded by adversity, sets you apart. You will rise above the walls that have been placed before you. You will overcome what once seemed impossible. You are my child, and within you, I have placed a supernatural strength, not for pride, not for recognition, but so that you can stand with humility and clarity in a world filled with confusion, so that you can be a living testimony of my mercy, my power, and my unfailing love. I am calling you forward, my beloved. I am guiding you into deeper purpose. And as long as you keep your eyes on me, no obstacle will be able to stop what I have ordained in your life. Walk with courage. Walk with confidence. Walk with the quiet assurance that heaven stands behind you, and that the same Spirit who empowered the first disciples now empowers you, rising into a new era of miracles. With me, my child, this is the moment I have been preparing you for. You have walked through fire, climbed out of darkness, stood firm in storms, and held on to me even when everything around you tried to break your spirit. Now I am calling you to rise, not slowly, not timidly, but with the certainty of someone who knows their God walks beside them. Your age does not limit you. Your past does not define you. Your mistakes do not disqualify you. What matters is your faith, your willingness to believe me even when the world doubts, your courage to keep going when your heart feels tired, your decision to trust my voice above every other sound around you. Within you, I have placed a supernatural power, not for pride, not for self-exaltation, not for the applause of others, but for humble obedience, for steady courage, for quiet strength. I am not calling you to boast or to claim titles. I am calling you to live with a faith so genuine, so unshakable, that darkness trembles when you rise in the morning. You are not like those who lift themselves up to appear superior. I resist the proud, but I exalt the humble. And you, my child, have chosen humility. You have chosen repentance. You have chosen to return to me, even after painful seasons. This is why I am lifting you now. This is why I am opening the door to a new era of miracles in your life. Come, take my hand. Walk with me into the future I have prepared for you. A future full of breakthroughs, healing, and restoration. A future where old wounds no longer speak louder than my promises. A future where peace becomes your daily companion and joy becomes your natural state. A future where you see my hand in every detail, where divine protection surrounds your every step, where blessings unfold one after another like dawn breaking across the horizon. Your dreams, the ones you thought were dead, they will rise again. Your hope, once buried under disappointment, it will return stronger. Your purpose, once hidden behind fear, it will shine with clarity. You will walk with confidence because you will know without doubt that I am with you. Let faith be your declaration. Let gratitude be your response. Let courage be your posture. Stand tall, my child. Lift your eyes. The shadows of your old battles no longer hold you. The weight of yesterday has fallen from your shoulders. You are stepping into a season that will reflect my glory in ways you have not yet imagined. Say it with your heart, I believe. For as you declare your belief, heaven moves. Angels are positioned. Doors begin to open. Chains break. The atmosphere around your life shifts. This is your new beginning, your divine moment. Walk with me, and nothing in this world or beyond it will ever overcome you. You are my beloved, and together we are stepping into a new era of miracles. Amen.